your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell out before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, good thing to say I doubt people stand up to something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Well, she's here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chrissie Mayr podcast. I am so sorry for being late. I had legitimate technical issues. My chat has popped out. Okay. Also, I had to call Fealty and do emergency tech support. But the good news is I now have connected my second monitor. So I truly feel like I'm an IT master or something. I feel a little bit Asian, to tell you the truth. I feel this is like next level, although I am very distracted by looking at myself on two different screens. Hi, I'm really sorry for being late. I was all set up to go right at the time, and then the camera didn't come. I ended up just pulling out all the cords. It was a whole scene. There were explicatives yelled. Anyway, I'm going to kick back with a cup of hot decaf tea, and we're going to go through a First Amendment audit video. I'm going to do more of these because they're, gosh darn it, just so much fun. And I was like, should I cover some serious news? And then I thought, no, who is that going to be fun for? Let's just cover a First Amendment audit. So here we go. I'm going to bring this up now. Big shout out to Fealty. Fealty is qualified to teach special ed at this point after dealing with me for so long. He really is. You could teach retards, Fealty. Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, no, that's very just my brown friend. What is your American name? It's Fealty. Okay. This was a highly recommended video. Okay. Shout out to Long Island Audit. I know you can tell by my Long Island accent that I am going to show preferential treatment to anything that's Long Island. Wow, 879K. Let's get them to 1 million subs. Go subscribe. Anyway, here is this is out of Dolton. Our very favorite. Yes, you're probably like, Dolton, that sounds familiar. Dolton, the same place where Tiffany Henyard hails. So this is the Dolton Police Department. And this guy who does these videos, his name is escaping me. He's so good at this. Like, I really appreciate the balls that these people have to have. They face conflict head on because they know their constitutional rights, and that's why they do this work. Because it's very easy to get lazy and forget, and it's very easy for these police departments to forget what our constitutional rights are. They, above everyone else, above the civilians, should know what's what. But as we will see in this video, these police officers do not know what our constitutional rights are. Anyway, this woman ends up calling this guy a racist. It's very fun. Hello to the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Wow, and I don't even have to I don't even have to click off what I'm doing to look at the chat. Look at this. I'll just shimmy myself over. Hold on, am I centered? Hello, am I centered? Look, I can do this all by myself. Okay. Although I'm getting a little bit of a shadow here. I'll fix that. Oh, I'll fix that. You'll see. You'll see. Then you'll be sorry. Okay. Big day today. I went into the city. I went to Sirius XM. I did a show on Sirius XM Patriot. The lovely Andrew Wilco welcomed me into his studio. He's been doing a show there for 18 years. I did not know that. I have not met him before. We had a blast. And if you want to check it out, it's called The Wilco Majority on Sirius XM Patriot, channel 125. That was fun. It was a hoot. Okay. I'm wrong. I'm reading comments in real time. I'm wrong about this guy. Chrissy, you're wrong about this guy. Total creeper douche. Meaning the guy who took this Long Island audit film. Okay. This is not involving Tiffany Henyard, although you will see her photo on the wall. I think this guy, if he does come across annoying, it's to really drive home what our constitutional rights are.
You know that. You know it, honey. You know you are very racist people.
I'm not even white, man.
No, I don't know what color you are. You're lighter than me. You look white to me.
Chief,
Okay, these are the highlights.
I don't care about Black Lives.
Follow me, sir.
I can walk, sir. I can walk.
Oh, they're impeding his forward movement. I know that's a bad one.
You're stopping in front of me. You're stopping. Chief, put those cuffs away. You're not going to arrest anybody. Stop it. Put the cuffs away. Are we making a big mistake just like...
What did you say, Fealty?
Well, I said impeding because impending is something that is about to happen.
What? Oh, he misspoke. He said who said impeding instead of impending?
Well, I do not want to say who said it because I am the tech support and do not want to be fired, but it was you.
I said it. I said impending instead of impeding.
Yes, you said they are impending him, and that is not good.
Impeding. Of course I meant
Yes.
impeding.
Yes.
Impending. Like impending doom. Impending doom. Well. I think we've heard quite enough from the tech support.
Okay. I will go back. I have some roti to eat, so I will
go eat your roti.
I will go eat a goat.
And then please to be taking a shower. Okay.
Like your mayor that you protect.
We ask you for
Impeding.
your identification. Give it to us. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you
You
are.
can have a bomb on you. I don't know who you are.
You got a public lockup too. Okay.
These are the highlights.
So what does that mean?
Now turn that camera away from me.
Woo!
Turn the camera away from me.
I'm not a racist. You are, man. You're the only person who made a racist comment here today.
Oh my God. I sometimes get antsy watching these
Hey, what's up,
videos
guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video.
because I could never do this. I could never do what this guy does.
Here in the state of Illinois, we are here today,
Illinois.
as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas to promote transparency and accountability within our government and to ensure that our public servants
Right.
recognize our rights and treat us with respect.
Right. You are allowed to record on any public sidewalk. You're allowed to record in any federal government building, anything that's paid for by the taxpayers. You are allowed to go in and film. You are allowed to go in and film the lobby of police offices. What do they call it? Like cop stations, just the lobby area. And the cops are legally mandated to give you their name because they are public servants, but you, the civilian, are not mandated to give them your name. I believe that is most of it.
Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go inside the building,
Whoops!
Yeah.
Why did I skip
and
ahead?
publicly accessible areas to promote the facility and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go inside the building here, let's take a look around the facility. We are still looking for the corrupt and tyrannical Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the self-proclaimed people's mayor, is nowhere to be found.
The
anywhere
people's
in the
mayor
village
is
of Dolton.
counting her
So
dollars.
let's ask around, see if we could find her.
I wonder if these are the people that were in Tiffany's employ that she paid many dollars of overtime money to, probably.
Okay, can you get your name and badge number, please?
Get my name and badge number?
Yes.
Officer Gist, badge 129.
Gilsum?
Gist.
Get some.
Officer Guest.
Officer, get some.
No, I don't need any help, Officer Guest.
Just walking around filming.
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video.
First Amendment auditor.
He knows the deal. Are you First Amendment order? And he's not getting upset. This guy, I think, is the best of the whole lot.
Journalist.
Journalist.
I'm just a journalist taking some pictures and video.
First Amendment auditor. All right. You mind just giving me your name?
No, I'm not going to give it. Thanks, though. Yep. You too.
See? He knows he doesn't have to give him his name.
So this looks like the Tahoe.
The Henyard Tahoe.
That
M-
Tiffany Henyard gets
Oh, what's
driven
MP?
around in by her
What does MP mean?
security detail. Hey man, how are you?
Up. The train
Is that
nearby.
a personal drone or is that police issued? Department drone?
To get a drone on and on about
What's the purpose
this?
of the drone?
Purpose?
Yeah.
So we can be used for like searches for like fleeing offenders that might bail out of stolen cars, anything like that. Might, God forbid we get a call about a missing child or anything in the area. We can use it.
Surveillance.
Surveillance, stuff like that. But we wouldn't.
This guy
we
seems
wouldn't
very
use it for,
chill.
like, surveillance due to Fourth Amendment Act and stuff like that.
Right.
He's explained to
Now,
him
there are exceptions to that.
very
but-
respectfully what's
Right.
going
I mean, if
on.
we're in a public area, you
Yeah,
can
stuff like that. But it's mainly for searches for fleeing offenders.
for fleeing offenders. Do you have to be like
Send the
certified?
drone after him.
Are you one of those officers that are certified? I would imagine you're out here.
He's certified in
practicing with
droning.
Yeah, I'm only more practicing with it.
Right. You don't want to drive that thing off, fly it off, and end up in a ditch somewhere, right? Of course not. Of course
Hey,
not.
how are you?
Hey, sir, how are you? Who are you?
What can I help you with, sir?
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
You won't,
I just
won't
asked
tell him
you,
who he
you
is.
came up to me, sir.
Here we
Respectfully. I'm
go.
just asking who you
We're
are.
in the police parking lot, though. We're wondering who you are.
Yeah, I'm just asking who you are, sir.
Ha.
Okay. Are you the police
He's
chief, sir?
annoyed.
I think I recognize you. You're the police chief that said
Ooh.
that we have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois, aren't you?
Oh, snap.
Hi, how are you guys? Mind if I get your names and badge numbers?
No, you cannot. What do you need for though?
Ooh.
You're a public servant, and I'm just asking you to identify yourself.
I want you to identify you. What is your name?
No, I know your chief has taught you that you have
No,
to
no, no, stop.
demand ID in the state of Illinois.
First of all, I'm not being demanding. But let me say this to you.
No, but that's what your chief taught you. I know that.
You don't know that.
I
because
do. That's what
you
he
don't know
said.
what personal questions or answers or how we communicate. You don't know that.
But your chief has a specific policy here that violates the Fourth Amendment.
Ooh.
No, it came out of his mouth, ma'am. I could show you the video if you'd like.
Oh,
I saw
man.
the video. We're talking about right now at this moment.
Right. So he wasn't educated since that video.
Sing the same time, but we can't speak the same. Sing the same.
Right. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
See, this woman is, as we will see, way too emotional to have this job. I know. I hate to bag on my fellow females here, but this gal is too much in her feelings to be doing in this line of work. Too much I'm gonna say it, sass out the gate here. Whereas the man behind her dealing with the drone was answering his questions, not getting worked up, understood what he was there to do. Whereas this woman does not understand what he's there to do.
Go ahead. I was just asking questions.
Okay, so listen. Whether you guys know it or not, the staff here has gotten so many threats. We get it constantly. So if we ask you to identify yourself, our job is to preserve life.
But he as a civilian does not have to give you his name, right? Isn't that the Fourth Amendment against search and seizure? Seizures. So he doesn't have to, she should know this. He does not have to give his name. And what business or problem is it of his that they've been getting threats, that they've been getting phone calls, that people have been racist towards them? That's not his problem. That's not his doing. Why does he need to know about that? I'll tell you why, because she's an emotional female, conflating, confusing, mixing it all together, which is not professional.
Your job is to preserve life.
That's right. So
My job is to preserve life. Are you a doctor, ma'am? Ma'am, are you a nurse? Is this a HIPAA violation? Preserve life. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay. Okay, sorry. People are texting me about breastfeeding.
All type of racist names.
So why does 6
Listen
department
for a
officers?
second.
No, I heard you. That's, I'm just asking. You said your job is to
No,
preserve life.
what you're gonna do
Why
is
are
not-
6
are you
officers
gonna-
not
Oh,
patrolling
it's
the street?
protect and serve. That's the slogan. Protect and serve. No, it's to preserve life, fealty. The fingernails are so unbelievably unprofessional. Like if I was a cop, I would not. I would never. There's 500 other jobs I would do before cop. But if I was going to be a cop, I would do very profesh, tied back hair. I would do very profesh nail. I would do like a French tip, maybe if I was going to be fancy. I'm not going to do. What is the point of the neon yellow nails?
And they're with the
She's
mayor?
like, by the way, when we run out of do not cross, when we run out of police tape, what I do is I put my nails together like this, yo. I put my nails together, then people know not to cross because it's police. That's what I'm going to do.
Here.
Look, we're talking about what's going on with the
Is your
South.
job to preserve the mayor's
You know
life or
what?
the?
You just want to talk and not listen.
Ooh. Is it your job to preserve the mayor's life? He's like, are you on the take from old Timu Tiff? And she's like, you're not listening. She's one of these gals that says you're not listening while interrupting him.
Listen.
But again, she's a police lady. She's probably used to everybody being like afraid of her, answering her right away. This dude is not afraid at all. He loves conflict. He's very comfortable with it, and it's good. This is good work he's doing because someone's got to do it. I could never do what this guy does. I would be too afraid of like getting attacked or something. Like I'd be fearing for my physical being too much, I think. I just don't. When you're hit as a child, you kind of just like want to avoid situations where you might be hit again. So, yeah, I'm very, very cool that this guy does this work. He's not afraid at all. Not afraid to be arrested because he knows he's in the right.
Listen to you,
No,
ma'am.
no,
You
you're
said
not.
I'm
You're
just
being
I'm asking you a
rude.
question.
No, but I'm asking you a question first. You're not answering my question. So you ought to want to hear about the volatile, dangerous situation that you all are putting.
You are volatile. What I've recently redid my kitchen and we replaced the old tiles with the volatiles.
These officers.
Oh, I'm not doing that, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Because if we ask you for your identification, give it to us. I don't know who you are.
Give it to us.
I don't know who you.
You need to give me your ID so that I feel more safe. Again, woman thing. You should not be police officer. You should already feel safe. You need to give me your ID so I feel more safe. Also, because we've been getting threats and people have been racist towards us. That doesn't mean you change the rules.
You can have a bomb on you.
You could have a bomb on you. You could be ticking. You could have a whoopee cushion on you. You could have silly string on your person.
As well,
I got on police. All right.
I got on police
you know what?
clothes.
Hold on for a second. You
I got on boobs under this jacket. Police boobs.
need to hear this. This is serious.
Go ahead,
You
man.
have
I'll let you speak.
staff people that are.
Yes, you're right, NKFD. She could just go walk away and go in the building, and that's it. Problem solved. Because this person is very hung up on being right and being the one to get this guy to shut up and go away.
Scared to death of the threatening threats that they're getting, racist threats.
Not just threats, but threatening threats.
Being called all type of racist names. This has nothing to do with the mayor. This is about.
Ooh, tell us what names you've been called.
It has everything to do with the mayor.
Listen, because I'm serious when I say
Listen.
this.
I'm listening, ma'am. Go ahead.
I am so serious.
Power trip, yes.
This has become very dangerous for the staff people here who are not police. Our clerks are scared. We have to literally walk them to their cars and protect them because of the situation that's going on.
Good point. Let me bring up this comment here. To be fair, none of the other officers are stepping in. This is more proof why girls shouldn't be cops. Right. If what she's saying is true and these officers are getting inundated with threats and people are feeling uncomfortable, then the other guys should come up and be like, you know what, she's had a hard week. Do you mind just like leaving her alone? They're not doing that. So this lady should be able to like take care of herself, like fend for herself, you know.
This is serious. This is not. This
You
is
should
not
take that up with the mayor,
No,
man.
I'm taking it up with you.
Why? With me?
Because you standing here and don't want to. You standing here and not want to show your ID, and you're wrong for that, sir.
How am I wrong for that? You didn't want to identify yourself as a
what?
member of
You know
the
what? But
police
you're on
force.
police property. I
But
don't
I'm
know who you
wrong.
are.
This is public property.
But still, police work here, though.
Right. So
Oh.
you guys should be safe.
So you
Feel
know
safe
what? You
here.
just have a slick mouth.
I have
A slick mouth. He just
Chief,
he knows
does
what's
everybody
what.
have to identify themselves? Chief, does everybody have to
They
identify
don't care about the
themselves
black
when-
people,
when
she
demanded
says.
by law enforcement?
This is when you're wrong and you don't have the right answers, just devolve into they don't care about black people. I'm sorry, ma'am. This is 2025. Okay. We're now in Trump's America. Okay. You can't just use race and racism to get out of all arguments. Like when you're losing an argument, you can't just be like, I'm black. Get away.
Enforcement, Chief. Chief, I don't care about black lives.
Follow me, sir.
I can walk, sir. I can walk. I'm not.
Don't walk up on me. Meanwhile, he's like stopped in his tracks so that this guy purposely bumps into him. He wants to start an altercation.
You're stopping in front of me. You're stopping in front of me. I'm not walking. I'm walking down the public sidewalk. I'm not. He stopped.
Don't get on anyone's personal space. Meanwhile, we all saw them we saw this guy in the white sweatshirt just stop walking so that he would bump into him. If this were traffic, it would have been a rear-ending situation.
Anybody's personal space. He stopped in front of me. Chief, put those cuffs away. You're not going to arrest anybody. Stop it.
And now he is goading him
Put
a
the
little
cuffs
bit.
away.
But I think it's because he probably knows he would be wrong to arrest him at this point.
You'll be making a big mistake, just like your mayor that you protect.
Ooh!
Do you have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois, like you said in the video? Officer, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for trying to get in my way, for getting in my way,
He's
for me
impeding
asking
his
questions of
travel.
a government official. What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and badge number, sir? You don't want to answer any questions? Are you all tyrants?
Ooh. That first guy was cool. This guy's kind of a hard head.
It's just right now it's super windy, so I'm just trying to see.
Oh, I see what's happening. He's pretending that this guy's not here anymore. He's like, I'm just going to ignore you and pretend I'm just doing my job as usual. I'm going to go talk to this guy about some stuff, about his drone stuff. And I'm going to just hope this guy just walks away because I'm doing important cop stuff. Drone guy was my favorite guy. He should have stayed talking to him. Everyone else has been too emotional.
It's super windy, but I mean, Chris could have shut up. We probably could have fired. That's just a system check.
Officer, why did you put your hands on me when I was walking down a public sidewalk?
Oh boy.
So when I was over this power line, that was probably about 60 feet. So I mean, I could go up probably about 100 feet.
I'm just gonna ask you more. I'm just gonna drone on with more drone questions. Droning. We're doing important drone stuff. I can't deal with you, First Amendment auditor.
So I mean, the drone can take it.
Yes, they
Lieutenant
should
Harris.
promote drone guy.
Lieutenant Harris, why
It's wrong to not show ID unless it's to vote. That's funny, Zach.
Lieutenant Harris, why did you step in front of me and put your hands on me to prevent my movement, sir? Why did you do that?
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Do you think that you have the right to put your hands on anyone at any given time?
Oh,
Is that what you think, Lieutenant Harris?
probably.
You did. You did touch me. The chief stopped right in front of my walking to prevent me from walking, and then you got up right next to me, and you prevented me from walking.
He's so
Is
annoyed.
your loyalty to the chief and the mayor, or is it to the people? You're supposed to protect and serve the people. That's what you said, right? Preserve life. Your chief pulled out his handcuffs like he was going to do something. He doesn't have the guts. You can tell him, no, I said that. He has the guts to arrest anybody.
Make
Should
sure
be
you...
arresting criminals, not people trying to hold the government accountable.
Yeah.
Funding 6 officers.
Wow.
Protecting the mayor, Tiffany Henyard. What a joke this department is.
Wow.
What an absolute joke. You want to talk about people calling and threatening? I don't support that. But I don't support, first and foremost, I don't support this
Hold on.
tyrannical
Hold on. Are these
behavior.
little like doggy bowls here? These little green bowls? That can't be for dogs, can it? No, I think it's to catch overflow or something from like roof water. I don't know. If anybody knows, tell me.
Has the guts to arrest anybody.
Kevlar vests aren't supposed to be used as corsets. Yeah, it is sort of. This vest is sort of nicely snatching him in.
Should be arresting criminals, not people trying to hold the government accountable.
Have a good day,
Funding
sir.
6 officers.
I'm triggered, but he's not as triggered as the lady.
Protecting the mayor, Tiffany Henyard. What a joke this department is.
YouTube
What an
guy has a
absolute joke. You
vendetta.
want to talk about
YouTube guy has a vendetta, a grudge against that department. Oh, for sure. It looks like that. Oh, show. Yeah, it's a snug vest.
people calling and threatening? I don't support that. But I don't support, first and foremost, I don't support this tyrannical behavior by this police department that has been brought on by a tyrant, corrupt mayor. Mayor Tiffany Henyard. That is the reason that they're acting this way, is because they're not law enforcement. They're not here to protect and preserve life. They're here to serve at the behest of the mayor. Chief, do you have to identify yourself to law enforcement in the state of Illinois? That's what you said, Chief.
This other
You're the
guy's
chief
angry.
of police. You said that all members of the public have to identify themselves.
See, this guy's on his smoke break. This woman's just, I don't know, sunning herself. They're not in the mood to talk to him.
To law enforcement. Why would that ever be the case?
I want to talk about how people call job and call us and bad racist.
They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that.
That's what they're doing, though.
But what does that have to do with him?
Our staff are being.
I can't control them, ma'am. I can't control anybody.
The point I'm making is.
Am I calling you that?
You know what, sir?
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You're not calling me that, but you want to. I can tell by looking at you. You want to call me a name.
I don't.
You don't even know
I'm not judging you. All I'm telling you is
we're all judging you, ma'am. All of us on YouTube are judging you. Your pants are too long.
That what your police chief said on a public camera.
We're talking about what's going on with my staff.
So it only matters.
What she's obsessing about the staff. The staff aren't outside. The officers are outside.
What's going on with your staff? Not anybody else.
If you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, then we're not going to talk.
If you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, then we're not going to talk. Hello, ma'am. You're talking to him like you're a married couple. Like this is your hubby. He does not care about your staff. It's irrelevant to his cause.
Continue to talk, ma'am.
That's your mouth. That's your right.
I'll continue to talk, ma'am. Are you trained officer to ask people for their ID and they're demanded to have ID in the state of Illinois?
I'm out here relaxing. Not trying to have a conversation.
Oh, I understand.
I'm not trying to have a conversation. He's like, I don't want to talk to you at all. Even though I'm a public servant and I'm wearing a little gold star, I don't want to deal with the people.
That's fine. You're relaxing on taxpayer dime.
On government property.
Oh, public property, sorry. Right.
Government property.
Government is public.
Okay. Well, we got a public lockup too. Okay.
Oh!
Turn that camera away from me because I got nothing to do with what you're doing.
Public lockup. So he just now threatened to lock him up for not breaking the law, not doing anything criminal. Just pure sass.
All right, so you
turn the camera away from me.
You have a public lockup?
He's being disrespectful.
He's threatening me with a public lock.
He is okay. I will say this other guy is a tad sassy himself as well, but he's not wrong. You can't lock someone up for being sassy. Sassy, respect goes two ways, you know.
How? He threatened to take my freedom away from me.
You know, and white people calling through every day saying they wish we were dead. I've been calling whore. Let's talk about that.
Unacceptable.
Okay.
But let's talk about the unacceptable things that are being done by your department.
Yeah.
How white people call me a whore.
So you only want to talk about
people are calling her up and calling her a whore. Goodness, what is the Dolton Police Department phone number. It would be terrible. Look at this. I'm going to pull this up. No, wait, never mind. Oops, I lost it. Whoopsie. I lost it. Here's the Dolton Police Department. People have been calling this here Dolton Police Department. The chief's office at 706-278-9085, extension 9401, and saying horrible things. That's a terrible thing to do. Once again, that number 706-278-9085. People call there, and I don't know, what are they calling her? Fat. They're calling her bad names, which they should not do. But that's not this guy's problem. That's not Long Island Audit's problem.
What you want to talk about?
The same with
I just said it's unacceptable. Now, is it acceptable to? I said it's unacceptable. Is it unacceptable to you? Is it unacceptable to you for law enforcement to violate people's Fourth Amendment right, ma'am?
That's what I want to talk about.
I just said it's unacceptable.
That's white race, though. Y'all think it's okay to call us?
I'm not even white, ma'am.
She called him white. How dare you? And also, great response for you to be like, I'm not white. Anytime someone calls me white, I go, I'm not white. You don't know me.
You look white to me, so I don't know.
So because I'm lighter than you, I'm white.
Let's talk about how my staff is scared.
Skin color has nothing to do with it,
And
ma'am.
obviously, that's what they call us. Horses say they go burn out the police department. They go bomb us. They go
What does
kill
that
us.
have to
Let's
do
talk
with
about that.
him?
But then you want to come on property.
That's
and not
crimes. Talking about they're going to bomb the police
and not
department. Hold them
identify. I don't know
accountable.
what you have a bomb on you right now. I don't know.
What a terrible argument.
can have a
She makes
bomb.
no sense.
Anybody can have a bomb.
But I don't know who you are.
If he had a
I don't
bomb,
know
it would
who
have gone
you are.
off by now.
That's the point, man. No one knows who anybody is.
We're both making a point.
No one knows who anybody is ever.
Because when I come to my job, I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure.
I'm sorry.
I want my
Why would you become a police officer if you want to feel safe? If you want to feel safe, work at Mattress Firm and sell beds. That's a safe job.
I have to feel safe.
Members of the public want to feel secure as well, ma'am. They want to feel secure, but you have your tyrant police chief asking, demanding ID, or saying they're going to throw people in lockup.
How the white
What-
people are calling
What
us
about this
The
man?
white people.
About this
The white people are calling up.
officer? What about this officer who threatened to throw me into lockup?
So how white
What
people
about the officer that threatened to put me in lockup?
and how the white people are threatening
Right.
Yeah, you wanna hear that?
Right. I just heard it the whole time. You just keep repeating yourself.
Oof,
I'm a racist. Right.
she sucks. Unhinged. Are they just leaving their cars going like that?
What's your name and badge number? What's your name?
What's
and
your
badge
name?
number? You want to threaten people to go into lockup? What's your name?
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Don't ever threaten me to go into lockup unless you're gonna do it. Unless you're gonna do it.
Okay, he's really.
Unless you're gonna do it.
Gonna have to leave.
Unless you're gonna do it. If you're gonna threaten it, do it. Don't just make empty threats. Do it, and watch me hold you accountable.
Oh boy, I guess he really wants to get arrested.
Tyrant.
He can show them how wrong he is.
Disgusting behavior here.
He really.
Hello, Patriots.
hates
One of
these
our
guys.
most important missions on this channel is to promote transparency in our government.
Yes.
From left and center on screen.
I want you to hear it.
Uh-oh.
Thanks to Ground News for promoting transparency and
Yeah, he looks
sponsoring this
Hispanic.
video.
You ready to have a cordial conversation?
Because you know what? When the phone rings again, because they're on the phone now calling them my staff.
I'm
gonna let you come in. I want you
I'm
to
calling the police
And
on
my
you.
staff
Oh
has been
wait,
called
shoot, that's me.
for us, and they're threatening to kill us.
Horrible. I said it's horrible, man.
That's not good enough because you know
So what-
That's
what's
not
good
good enough.
enough
Oh
for
my god. Ma'am, we are not dating. You do not have to make me listen to voicemails.
You know what? Because you all created this atmosphere.
How?
You know, sometimes
Your mayor did that.
white people will bomb you. You know,
White people will bomb
know,
you.
honey, you know, you are very
What?
racist people.
I'm not white, but I don't think all white people are racist.
No, for white people, if anything, I don't know. I would
think
say
saying
Middle
that
Eastern
white people
people.
will bomb you is a racist statement.
Terrible.
I mean,
Who would
that's
say
just me.
such a thing? There's a fly flying
You
around.
know that white people will bomb you. You people will bomb
Yeah,
us.
making up threats, imagine slights. Yeah,
Imagine I said something in the reverse.
he
All right, so we're
doxed
just
their
waiting inside
door
the Dolton
code.
Police Department public
Did
lobby
he?
here. Very small. We have our friendly reminder that they're always recording us.
I didn't really see it.
Yet it always seems to be an issue when we, the people, record our government officials. Wonder why that is. Of course, Tiffany Henyard's name, not surprising.
Yeah, she should
And of
absolutely.
course, Tiffany Henyard's
Look at Tiffany Henyard. Her picture is everywhere. Like Kim Jong-un. She's everywhere.
picture posted in the lobby. Also not surprising. I've been in Dolton for a few days now. Her face is everywhere. I've never met a public servant with a bigger ego than Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Tiff's face is all over that town. She absolutely should not be a police officer. She's the kind of person you call the police on when they attack you at Waffle House. Precisely. Yeah, I thought she was about to start yelling and threatened that she was going to call the cops on him.
Let's file a complaint
I am the cops.
against the police chief for his excessive force, stopping in front of me.
He's like, I am going to now complain about the very cops that I just interacted with.
And the lieutenant for also stopping in front of me and keeping me from preventing my movement. Excuse me, I'd like to file
He
a complaint.
prevented your movement because he is 250 pounds. Look at all these desks. There's 5 desks here and just one person working. And like, first of all, it takes you a while to even see that there's a person working here. It's like a Where's Waldo book. You're like, oh yeah, I see arms. How like antisocial can you get? This does not say friendly public facing job right here. This person whose eyes are blocked by the computer screen. Unbelievable. And like she went out of her way to raise the screen so that she doesn't have to make eye contact with people. You know, like her job is to make eye contact with people and like deal with their needs.
I would like to file a complaint.
But what?
Against an officer. There she goes again.
Every day we got complaints. Every day we got threats.
He doesn't want to talk about the racist phone calls.
They're hiding away from the camera guy because the scrutiny. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate. So what does that have to do with anything? I don't care, right? Okay.
Put that on the
Oh,
YouTube.
it will be on my story for sure.
So what? They're getting a lot of flack because of all the Tiffany Henyard stuff. I mean, no, no one should be threatening them. That's horrible. But you know who you work for, ladies.
How do I not want to hear that? You've repeated yourself over and over again. Okay, so how haven't I heard it? But why don't you want to talk about the mayor and your police chief violating people's rights?
We're not talking about the mayor. We're
not talking about the mayor. The mayor has taken us out for margaritas. Okay. In fact, the mayor took me out for nails. See these yellow nails? Tiffany Henyard paid for these nails. Okay. So we're not going to talk about the mayor. The mayor has invited me out to tapas and we've done an ice luge together. So we're not going to talk about Timo Tiff. She's been over her house for parties.
People are calling up here.
But why don't you want to talk about the mayor?
Talk about white people calling.
I don't talk about white people.
I'm a racist. You're a racist, ma'am. You said that all white people bomb people.
Wow, what
You're
a narrow-minded way of
You're
thinking.
an ignorant racist.
Just like when you're not getting your way, call someone a racist. That'll shut them up.
Racist tyrant. That's what you are. And you're a victim, apparently. You're a victim.
Yeah,
you're
crazy victim mentality. Do you really want a police officer having a victim mentality when they're supposed to be the one enforcing the law? Ugh.
Be a victim. I'm not white, but I see a victim when I see one. You're playing the victim card very well, ma'am. You don't want to talk about the corruption in your department. You just want to talk about how you're supposedly being victimized.
White people.
No, you don't care about people's constitutional rights. No, ma'am, you don't care about people's constitutional rights. That's what you don't care about.
No.
You don't care about that. I do care
You
about
don't
people's
either.
constitutional rights. I do care about it. I do. I'm not a racist. You are, ma'am. You're the only person who made a racist comment here today. You are the only person who made a racist comment here today. You made a racist comment. that, you know, you people, white people, which I'm not white, bomb people. Right. Right.
And they do.
All white
Wow.
people bomb people. That,
Run this place.
right.
Kill staff people.
right. Right,
Talk
ma'am.
about that.
Right, ma'am. Like I said, you can talk about the complaints that
She's
you
so
received, but at the
unprofessional.
end of the day, you don't want to talk
I
about your
can't get over how unprofessional this woman is. Talking over this man. She has no patience. Okay, she should not be in this job if she has no patience. You need to have the stoicism of a man to do this. But she don't have that.
police chief being an ignorant fool. He's an ignorant fool.
You just proved my case. I've not called you out of your name, but I have to be a fool.
I said your police chief's an ignorant
Oh wow, she's triggered by being called a fool. Triggered by the word ignorant.
fool.
This has nothing to do with the chief.
And you get to call me out. You called me a racist. Are you kidding me? You don't know me. You called me a white racist. I'm not even a white.
Mm,
I'm not.
Control the narrative.
she has
not even
so
white.
much attitude. She's so manipulative. I'm sorry, this is why women should not be cops. I think she's really perturbed because he is doing something that she has no power to stop, and she wants to play her victim card, but it won't work. You hitting the nail on the head there, buddy.
And just being white doesn't make you a racist. Newsflash.
Yes, it do.
Newsflash. White people aren't racist. What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Want to kill us?
But what is, you've said that a million.
She's really hung up on that. Homegirl, you should go to therapy to deal with this. Be like, oh, I'm really stressed out at work because of these calls I'm getting. Not take it out on this other public citizen.
million times. But you never once talk about the corruption here in Dolton. Why don't you go arrest the mayor? Why don't you go do your job and arrest the mayor?
This is my job right here.
No, do your job
This
and
is
arrest
my
the
job right
mayor.
here. See that door outside where I go and sit in the sun? That is my job. Okay, I like to pretend that I am a cat sitting in the one small pile of sunlight and I lick my paws while my friend smokes his ciggies.
For corruption. Why don't you train your officers? You are a commander. You get a fancy car to take home, but you don't
Saying
want
you're a racist. Like, how retarded can you get?
to train people on how to uphold people's constitutional rights.
She's like,
This woman is actually
she's
insane.
like, I don't even know what a constitutional right is.
I want to make a complaint. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement officers, or do you guys just walk around and smoke cigarettes and not do anything? A lot of empty desks here.
Ooh.
Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement, or do you just cover for law enforcement like you cover for the mayor?
Ooh. Pew, 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 pew.
Anybody who knows, everybody knows how they operate. They're very racist.
No one's racist here,
Very
man. I haven't
racist.
said anything racist to you. You said racist things against me.
He's retarded. He has everything on tape. Anybody can watch this back and listen if he had said something racist, but that's her only, unfortunately, with certain kind of people. A certain kind of person will always use the racism card when all else fails.
You've called me a racist. You called me a white racist that I bomb people. I'm not
Bitches
calling
and
you.
whores. I agree. I could never do this either. I don't have the balls to be this confrontational either. I totally understand. But this guy is proving a point, and it's to protect our constitutional rights.
I've never called the police department. I've never once called the police department. What are you talking about? I would like to make a complaint against an officer. If you guys in Dolton take complaints, do you guys take complaints against officers? You better be covering yourself. The FBI is investigating all of you.
Ooh.
Do you take complaints against
FBI.
officers? Yes or no? Am I wasting my time here?
It seems you are.
Normally, you at least take the complaint, investigate yourself, and find no wrongdoing. But at this department, you don't even take complaints.
Let's pretend to talk about something else. We're in
Understood.
the
Got it.
back.
I'm not going to waste my time here anymore. You've been exposed. Do you guys have any comment on the mayor situation that's happening
Ooh.
right now?
Is this he should go back and talk to drone guy.
An independent journalist. You don't have any comment on that?
Please don't talk to them. They're victims.
Well, I just wanted to know if they had any comment
They're
on
victims of Tiffany Henyard.
the mayor's situation right now. I'm a journalist. I'm just working on the story
I
here.
understand that, but If you want to do that, then you need to confine that to the front part of the parking lot because it's a secured area.
It's not secured. They're parked right
It's
there.
a parking
Sir,
lot.
they're
It's a
family
it's a
members
secure parking lot.
of a victim.
Right.
So please.
This is a public parking lot, sir.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
That's where they parked.
Ha!
That's where do the public park? They park here, right?
Womp womp.
They do. Why are you guys being difficult for it?
He got.
Hey, LT.
I've already talked to the chief and the LT. Your chief.
LT means lieutenant.
Tried to arrest me, took out his handcuffs, but he didn't have the guts to do it. He just wanted to intimidate me. Another one said he was going to throw me in the lockup. Didn't do it either.
You said you're an independent journalist.
Independent journalist, sir.
Who
Right.
are you? What's your name?
Well, what's your name, sir?
Coleman. I'm a
Coleman.
coal man. Da, 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 da. Just
My name
Coleman.
Is Sean Coleman.
Sean.
Sean.
Sean what?
Sean.
Just Sean.
Just Sean. I'm black like you. My name is just Sean. It's just Sean.
Just Sean.
Just
Just like
Sean.
you're just Coleman, I'm just Sean.
I'm Officer Coleman. This is where I
I'm
work.
investigative
You should
journalist
said
Sean.
investigative journalist Sean. That's so funny. Ah.
Do you have any comment on the allegations of corruption and tyranny by your mayor, Tiffany Henyard?
Any comment for you, sir?
Do you work on her security detail? Officer Coleman, do you work on her security detail?
I'm a coal man.
Do you know where she is?
She's
I've
in the
been looking
trunk of
for her. I
my
can't
car.
find her anywhere.
She's hiding.
Do you know where she hides? Has she left the country? Going home for the day?
Answer me, Jashawn.
Going home for the day? You don't want to talk. You just
Oh God, they're trying to leave. Hello, Kiki. Oh, hi, DS. Remember Glenn Beck's bedding? Glenn Beck? Do you mean black bedding? Are you confused with another episode? Glenn Beck's bedding. I don't know what Glenn Beck's bedding is. I imagine he sleeps on flannel though. If I had to guess. Hi, Kiki Thompson. Race is like what you did at George Floyd Square. Oh yeah. We just took a couple pictures. It was a hoot.
want to say the same thing over and over again. That's fine, but
until you walk in these shoes, you would never understand it. I could care less what's going on with the mayor and anybody.
You gotta walk in these shoes. But you wouldn't walk in these shoes because they're not your size. And they're not comfortable.
Yes, what I care about, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is my staff.
your staff isn't in any danger.
No, so you can't
Yeah, your staff is like they're not cops. She's too emotional for this job.
say that. If you're getting threatened every day, how would you want to go to your job and every day the phone rings all day? We can't even conduct business.
I mean, I'm sure the First Amendment auditor guys do get threatened a ton.
Every day in my job, I get threatened.
But listen, though, so then you should be identified. Now, here's the thing about it: you'll never be able to identify because you're not black, but you want to say the victim. See, those are catch-22.
So if I was black, I would be okay.
No, you're missing the point. When you say stuff like that, we have always been victims. Even in 2024, we're victims. And so now here we are in
Oh, wow.
2024. I got staff persons who are trying to.
He said we. She said not only she really believes she's a victim.
So imagine that. You have to imagine it.
Like I said, it's horrible, but
So somebody,
horrible.
for example, we may get a call for somebody going into cardiac arrest. That call comes straight to the clerk's office, and then we just dispatch it back out. But because the phones are tied up with the same persons they call on a regular, I've never had to experience this.
Right.
I don't care about what's going on.
I agree with
What's
you about
going
the resources. You're
on?
losing resources by people calling, but what about the resources you're losing by protecting the mayor?
Oh, good
About
point.
my staff being threatened. That's serious.
She's like, I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about what you want to talk about.
If you don't want to talk about the mayor, you don't want to talk about the mayor.
Control the narrative again.
Control the narrative. She sounds just like Tiffany Henyard. She's like, I want to talk about my fake victim situation so that you will feel bad for me and not question me about Timu Tiff.
I said that. That's a bad thing. I said I just answered you, but you can't answer my questions, but I can answer
That's
yours.
just a statement you're making because you really don't care. Because if you care,
The mayor's being protected by 6 officers that could be on the street. They could be on
Wow.
the street protecting the residents of Dalton.
about my staff being threatened. They said they're going to burn.
But what about the public that's being threatened with the lack of officers here?
You don't want to talk.
What about the what about?
I'm sorry,
what
but
about the
if
staff?
like staff at a police office or police station like don't feel safe, then they shouldn't be working there. I feel like a police station would be one of the most safe places to work.
What about the public? How would I have a slick mouth? I haven't said anything.
You got a slick
called me a
mouth.
racist. Yeah, I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist.
I stand by because you don't want to listen to what's going on with my staff who are all black women being called.
I'm not a racist, man. You said racial comments.
Oh
today.
my goodness.
Well, I said that's horrible, and then I wanted to talk to you about something else.
You're being pretentious. So you want to brush over it.
Pretentious.
So what would you like me to say? You want me to cry about it? I don't understand,
You
man.
don't want to hear about staff being called bitches and whores.
What would make you happy about? What would make you
You
happy?
can make the phone call stop, then we'll talk.
I can't make anything stop. That has nothing to do with me. I want to make a complaint against you, Lieutenant.
Wow. She
Bunch
does
of
talk a
tyrants.
lot.
Oh man, what a bunch of criminals. Criminals with badges. That's
Ooh.
what they are. We're gonna stick around a little bit longer just to
Wow.
make sure that they know that we will not ever back down from holding them accountable
He's
and
got
exercising
balls.
our rights. All
He
right, fellow
has
patriots, we're just getting out of the
balls.
Dolton Police Department here in Illinois. Wow.
Look at this. Look at they've got roof shingles on the side of the building. Unbelievable.
Definitely one of the
This is
most corrupt departments
Wow.
in the country. I have never said this before, but this police department needs to be disbanded and redone completely, restaffed, completely disbanded.
She's
from the
wearing
top
some
down.
Chinese woman's
So
hair.
much ignorance here.
Is it a Chinese woman? It looks nice. Whoever hair it is.
We have a Fourth Amendment right to be secure in our persons and papers. But of course, the Dolton Police Department does not know that or just doesn't care. That's what I really think it is.
Ooh,
They're
no, they don't
ignorant of
care.
the law and they don't care. I
They
think it's a
don't care.
combination of the both.
They
of
don't
those
care.
things.
That's why it's all
But
projection.
the
That's why that woman kept saying, "Oh, you don't care. You don't care." It's like she actually does not care. And she's fixating on the one thing. Oh, we got threats. Like, you're a police officer. You guys should be able to handle that.
police chief even went even further, stopping in front of me as I'm walking and talking with him, asking him questions, blocking my movement, committing a battery against me.
Oh,
and
a
then having
battery.
the
A
nerve
small
to
battery.
pull out
But a battery.
handcuffs like if he was going to arrest me. If you're
Yeah,
going to
that's
pull out your
hardcore.
handcuffs, you might as well go ahead and arrest me, or else you're a coward. You just try to intimidate me, and it's not going to work. You intimidated the first.
Yeah. Oh, they absolutely tried to intimidate him. This is so funny. Why does the police station look like a Southern Baptist church? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Journalists here. You intimidate the residents here, but you won't intimidate me ever. And the other officer who said he was going to throw me in the lockup, and
Yeah,
I
that
dared
was
him to.
insane.
I dared him to. I invited him to do it.
Why
And
did
again,
you dare
a
him
coward,
to?
a tyrant coward who wouldn't follow through on his empty threat to violate my rights. He wants to talk about, racial comments. What about our constitutional liberties, our freedom here in this country?
Well,
that
that's
is
not
at
as important as her staff. Didn't you hear?
stake here in the
Sean?
village of Dolton. Still can't find the mayor anywhere. Wonder where Mayor Tiffany
She
Henyard
is shopping right
She's
now.
still nowhere to be found. I've been looking all over Dolton. Can't find her anywhere. I'm not going to
Have
give
you
up.
checked
We're
the
going to try
wig
and get to her
emporium?
before the FBI does and arrests her for her corruption and tyranny here. This police department again
Yeah,
needs
that's a
to be
sketchy archway.
dismantled from the top down. So much ignorance in this video. I'm at a loss for words in this outro, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
I'm at a loss for words. So much ignorance,
Very
so much
unprofessional.
tyranny. This is exactly what I expected when you have Mayor Tiffany Henyard at the helm.
They definitely
But let me
don't.
know your-
They definitely don't act like public servants. That's except for Drone Guy. Drone Guy was cool. He was my favorite. He was the only chill person who worked there. DS, you nailed it. Chef's kiss. Oh, thank you, DS. All right, cool. Let me know in the comments what other First Amendment audit videos you want to watch or have me watch and comment on. That was fun. That was pretty fun. Okay, guys, I will see you all next time. Maybe there'll be some Tiffany Henyard news that we can talk about. Tomorrow's Thursday. Okay, tomorrow, very exciting. I will be interviewing the very funny Leonardo Joni here on the channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'll see you back then. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.